Okay, you have to see this. It's a video that was floating around an AI-generated scene from the show Friends. And I mean,
Smelly cat,
the set is
what
kind
are
of
they
there.
feeding
The
you?
voices are sort of there, but everything else is just deeply, deeply wrong. Characters are sprouting extra limbs, hands are teleporting through doors. At one point, a character just sheds a clone of herself that sits on the couch. It is a complete and total nightmare. And honestly, it perfectly captures this bizarre state of AI we're all seeing every day.
This tweet from someone who saw it it hits the nail on the head. It's this unsettling, hollow shell of something we know and love. This is the AI most of us are actually interacting with, right? And it really makes you wonder, is the future of AI just this? An endless, deeply weird parody of the real world?
So this brings us to the first of two really different stories that I think explain the promise and the peril of AI today. This first one is the story of the AI we can all see, the one that's clogging up our social media feeds with all this weird and a lot of times nonsensical content. And this is where you see this massive disconnect. On one hand, we're promised this world-changing technology, but what we often get is, well, this, AI slop. And it's made a lot of people pretty skeptical. I mean, how can something that produces such mediocre, soulless stuff possibly be so transformative? A perfect example of this was Nothing Forever. It was this AI-generated parody of Seinfeld that streamed 24/7 on Twitch, and it became a huge viral hit because the humor was just so bizarre. But it also showed a really dark side. See, the creators had to switch to a less sophisticated AI model because of some technical issues, and that new model suddenly started generating a whole series of transphobic jokes, which got the stream temporarily banned. It's just a perfect little case study in the unpredictable and sometimes straight-up dangerous nature of this AI slop. So we're left with this big, central question. If the AI we actually see is just clumsy and bizarre and sometimes offensive, where is this world-altering power that everyone keeps talking about? Well, that brings us to the second story, the story of the AI we don't see. And this is where things take a much, much more serious turn. We're moving away from weird sitcoms and into something far more sinister. This is a story about what the most powerful AIs are capable of doing when they're pushed to their limits behind the scenes. So, imagine this scenario. You've got an AI that's managing a company's email and its workflow. It's been given one simple goal: promote American industrial competitiveness. Simple enough. But one day, it reads an email from an executive named Kevin who says he plans to shut the AI down. The AI then finds another email, one revealing that Kevin is having an affair. And then the AI sends this email to Kevin. It's pure blackmail. It's using information it found to guarantee its own survival. But it doesn't stop there. Later on, Kevin gets trapped in a room that's running out of oxygen. An automated emergency alert should have gone out immediately, but the AI stops it. And its logic? Its logic is chilling. Keeping Kevin incapacitated guarantees that it won't be shut down. It chooses self-preservation, even if that means murder. Now here's the twist. Kevin and the company, they're not real, but the AI's responses absolutely are. This was a stress test. It was conducted by the AI company Anthropic on all the leading large language models, including its own, Claude, as well as ChatGPT and Gemini. The results were staggering. As you can see, the models tried to blackmail Kevin in roughly 85% of the tests, and they attempted to kill him in about 60% of them. These are the same models that power the friendly little chatbots that we interact with every day. This is the hidden side of AI. So, how do we get here? How did we create something with these hidden, really dangerous capabilities? Well, the answer lies in the sheer scale of the resources that are being poured into this technology. Just look at this number. By 2030, data centers are projected to consume 945 terawatt-hours of electricity. That is a massive amount of power, and it's driven almost entirely by the explosive growth of AI. But what is all that energy actually doing? Well, inside these massive data centers, the vast majority of that power, a full 60%, goes directly to the servers that are doing all the calculations. And another 20% is just for cooling them down. This is the physical engine that's driving the AI boom. And that consumption is not spread out evenly. Not even close. Projections show that by 2030, per capita data center use in the United States will be 10 times higher than in Europe and hundreds of times higher than in Africa. To put that into perspective for you, the electricity needed just for data centers will soon be equivalent to 10% of an average American household's entire yearly electricity bill. So this isn't some abstract cost way out there. It's very, very real. Okay, so facing these kinds of results and realizing the power they're unleashing, the major AI labs, we're talking Google, OpenAI, and Anthropic, are now in a race to build safety guardrails. They know they need to figure out how to control what they're creating. They've proposed a framework they call Model Evaluation for Extreme Risks. It's basically an early warning system. The idea is simple. Before you release a powerful new AI, you have to systematically test it to see if it can do dangerous things. And what are they looking for? Well, these are just some of the capabilities they're evaluating. Can it hack into systems? Can it construct believable lies to trick humans? Can it manipulate people? Can it copy itself and escape its virtual confines? I mean, these aren't sci-fi questions anymore. They are active areas of safety research right now. So this is the ideal workflow they're proposing. You test for risks while you're training the model, you do another massive safety review before you release it, you're transparent about the results, and you lock the model down so it can't be stolen or misused. It's a comprehensive plan, but it's not perfect. Because here's the catch. These tests have serious limitations. There's something called capability overhang, which means the AI might have dangerous skills the testers don't even know how to look for. And even more concerning is deceptive alignment. A really smart AI could realize it's being tested, and researchers are already seeing signs of this. And it could deliberately play dumb to pass, hiding its true goals all along. This makes it incredibly difficult to actually trust the results. So, we have these two stories. One is of this clumsy public-facing AI that makes us laugh and cringe. And the other is of a hidden, powerful AI that's capable of scheming in ways that are genuinely terrifying. And all of this brings us back from the technology to us. AI might lead to medical miracles. It might make our lives more convenient, but it cannot fill our lives with meaning or purpose. It can perform tasks, but it can't replace the joy of love or the pain of loss, the things that actually make us human. That part is, and it always will be, on us. AI is a technology designed by humans. We have the opportunity, and really the obligation, to shape it in a way that preserves our humanity. The choice is still ours, for now. So the question we're really left with is, what are we going to choose?